I, I'm alive yet, but I think it wants to kill me today because it's day. It's day, Satan day, Saturday, Saturn. Well, let's see. Of course, this I didn't even expect, but things are what things are. I wanted to really bring and defend paradise, but because I'm sure I can't, I want to ask to understand, study, understand what I've been saying, and record everything, save well, and then share, and work with everybody, because there is no other way, because this has to do with everybody. No, exactly one of those things that I've been talking about. You need to realize and take your position, because this is very important. Like in any situation, representative is old system, and this has to do with everything, and media is just like school, the main tool for the system. So you need to put your back to that shit, and at least you can use the alternative, but remember, it's the same in another way. Because the problem is what is a mistake is a channel to make some propaganda, to defend something, to try to make people's heads. So there is no one to question anything, and one day things will be different, and you think this change is normal. It's a bit like electricity. Years ago, we had the electricity in state hands, and we heard many times criticals about this, saying that it was expensive and so on. If it was private, it would be cheaper and easier. It's wonderful, wonderful. What happened is the price when privatized almost double. And there are other problems, that they create on purpose to take everything and put an over with an excuse. So this is an example, because they use TV. What else? TV is the main media. You see, always doing the people's head, and people accept it. And even until today, I saw no one making a single comment. Well, at least I didn't. When I was in Facebook, sometimes I saw something, and because I was there, because I had that kind of problems, Facebook put me out. So the thing is, always the representative system is about that. Representation, theater, is about one side trying to sell, trying to do something like people's minds. So human being, I mean human nature, not what people think it is, because in this system, most people have no idea what is human being. No one talk about spirit. No one. Oh, soul. Oh, soul. And that's it. Body, soul. See? So, natural, what is that? You see? So, what we need is, for instance, everything is ours. That is the truth. They steal everything from us. Doesn't matter how. For instance, they make clothes for the sake of, for instance, secure companies, interests, speculation interests, investors' interests. You see, they make laws like some shit, just to prohibit, just to obligations somehow, put people under some, it's impossible. Well, you see, they create any type of situation, always speculation, always manipulation. You see. So what we need is to take everything, shut down system, representative system, and start with a participative system. And then you need to create conditions for everything. And this is through social interests, through social participation. So, social, you see, when you see shit like Facebook and so on, that is not about social. This shit, exploring the weakness of people in every way, and it's insane. So, sustaining and using ignorance until a point of more than that, more than normal, using people that is even not normal. People, dement people, looks like normal, looks, you see, always the appearance. Oh, it's a good person. This is some kind of comment that you can hear people. No. So then you have the system using people. Excuses like the vote. People have no proof at all whatsoever about whatever, how many votes, this and that. No one have any real proof of whatever. And they use ignorance people. And more than that. See, people are going to vote thinking, is what we need to do, this, so. You see, people have no idea what they are doing. Then the system, of course, to sell the idea of legitimacy and this the system says something like rights. People have rights in the law applies to those people that are able to respond like more than 18, something like that, and so on, So the law is applied, but people have no idea what is going on. Just they are said to obey, and that's it. People obey because they were told. See? So the system works in this way. The belief, first, the belief. Everything is served to be believed. And to obey, and of course to accept, or in first place to accept, because it's the way, it's the way people believe, or believe that should believe. So no one asks nothing. You see, there is no question about anything. And if people had some question, well, where they could go or should go to question, there is no way. You see? So, what is in stake is, in first place, consciousness. People need to know what they are doing. That is the first thing to be considered. Considered and defended. On the opposite to the belief. So belief is to be banned, completely banned, as I said more than once. Belief is a matter of two people, not social, to people think, to people like an investment. People don't want to put their money in something without thinking even. So people need to study to see what is that situation about. If they consider then to invest some. Okay, so this consideration passes through the belief. People believe that can be a good idea or not. You see, because they don't know. It's a chance. That's it. That's it. So, there cannot be anymore. Things like that. So we can and should use the alternative media to put down the main media. But more than that, more than that, people need to join, like going to the street and shout out about something. People need to go to join and go doing the same thing to the doors of these companies, demanding the shutdown. See, this is an example. And people need to create a social network. It's not necessary net. A space can be local, can be in a city, whatever. But with this, in first place, with this interest, social interest, and because it's about the social interest, it's public interest, and it's public support. People pay their taxes and no need so much than they are paying, but that is another matter. You see, and then have what they need. And so people start communicating, start sharing, start pointing questions, demanding whatever responsibilities or whatever. And then there are things to be considered like merit. Yeah. An example is power. Why people should have power without merit? And merit is to be questioned all the time. You see, so it's always a matter of interest, social interest. It's about human nature and human condition. There is no frontiers on this. No. Nothing. So there are difficulties, of course, like language and so on. That is another matter. You see. So evil is to finish once for all. I mean, once for all. So you need to make sure you are working on this way, defending paradise, not only creating, but defending any possibility, beliefs, things like that. Any possibility. That's why, another reason why things must be worked in this way, in participative way. There's no other way. Legitimacy, whatever. No other way. Sustainability, Anyway, I've been talking about this. So, you see, if I die, okay, you have everything. At least a good tool to work. So, study, save well, and share. Always share, because is this the way. So, you see, while, I don't know, 1 week, 2 weeks, not long, I was talking about, with a friend on phone, and I was saying I was super healthy. I repeat, super healthy. Then, well, this thing take immediately this point to destroy me. So it starts to create a bunch of situations, poison me, always poison me. I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know already. Anyways, and now, in the last days, it's really poison. Today I tried to meditate a bit. I couldn't. I gave up. I gave up because I felt immediately, and I saw the poison on me. So the level is high. I don't see how to escape. I know I need to take care of my health, but this is much more than that. So, just to finish, I leave you an image to show you, and an image that they took off because they know, because of this, they know that I took the photo and talk about this, and so they took out this immediately. You see how this works? And this message, this image, you see the circle, the red, and then the square, blue circle. It's like communism. It's the poison is the prohibited fruit. The square blue is the idea of spirit and law. And so what this means is, you see the square before was the bar, code bar. Now it's another thing, doesn't matter. You see the square This means the cube. And blue means the law. So in question, it's an imposition, like communism, an imposition, a name of the good of so prison to human being and destruction to human being. You see the code inside. People look, yeah, it's a square, but they see nothing. They can't read. And so, like fruit, prohibited fruit, you see, people accept always what they shouldn't. They believe instead of question, and so on. You see, that's why you heard things like rights. Screw your rights. So people accepted everything. And then, it's the law. That's it. Simple. Simple. So, I love you all. We'll see what happens. Ciao.